What's up, weirdos? Time for another garden tour. This is the July 2019 garden tour. As you can see, I got a lot of stuff growing. Looking really good since our last little episode. So we're going to take a little walk into the garden. First thing you'll notice is the peas are pretty much all gone. I hit my peak production probably about 3 weeks ago, and they started to trail off, so I just pulled them out. I'm gonna plant some more, and that'll be our fall harvest. I left a couple in there. The snow peas, about the same. I'm gonna just pull those. The carrots are doing really well though, as you can see. Fertilized everything today for the first time. So everything's looking pretty good, and I haven't even fertilized it until now, so looking real good. These are multicolored. I think there's orange, purple, white, yellow. Potatoes are just about shot. Be another week or two and I'll be harvesting those. We'll see how they do. Peppers are really coming along. I've already got a few peppers on them. These are bananas. They're looking really good. I might pick a couple tonight. The basil interplanted. It's doing really well. We've actually picked some basil already and had some homemade pesto. It's been really good. These are bell peppers. Got a couple peppers growing. A lot of flowers. And then the tomatoes, they're getting a little bit of blight, but that's kind of expected. But they're still producing pretty well. Got a lot of tomatoes on them. These are the big beefsteak types, and then I have some cherries in there as well. Then over here we have our cabbage and our broccoli and our cauliflower. They've been kind of attacked by the cabbage moths, but they're holding their ground. Have some beets in between them. Zucchini right here, and then beans. These are green beans. Vortex is the heirloom. It's a French heirloom. So they're starting to produce. Got a few beans on them. I don't know if you can see them. There's more over here. Let's see if we can. There's one right there. Yeah, they're starting to produce. I've already picked about a dozen yesterday and a dozen today. We got the Japanese beetles on them. Get off of there. Probably gonna have to spray them. Use a little bit of neem, some peppermint oil soap, and then maybe some baking soda as well. Watermelons. They're looking really good. Have some marigolds planted with them. These are orange glow. Lemon balm. And then a bunch of different herbs in here. I got borage, chamomile, thyme, and bee balm. Goji berry right there. And this is cream of Saskatchewan watermelon. As you can see, we got a couple watermelons forming there. Then back in this corner, you see the mint. It's just taking off. It's completely taken over this pot, and I think I'm going to take some cuttings from it. Oh, it smells so good. Another zucchini. Chamomile starting to flower. Pepper right there. Tomato. More tomatoes along here. Again, a lot of blight. There's nothing you can really do to stop it. I'm just hoping it gets a little bit drier here in the next week or two. Catnip right over here. Echinacea. Marshmallow plant is starting to flower. Looks really beautiful, and the leaves are so soft, really delicate. Peppers, and then here's that raspberry that looked like it was gonna die, and it's started to come back, and this one has too. It's actually got some raspberries on it starting to form. More peppers along here. Another pepper that's just about ready to be picked. Zucchini in the back. And over here is a tomato planted with a bunch of onions. More onions with some alpine strawberries. I think this is White Soul strawberry. It's got a nice sweet taste. More of them right here. Another goji berry. This is the goji berry plant that died. It came back, and I took 3 cuttings from this, and here's one, and then the other 2 are over in that other pot, and they're doing really well. I'm really glad that I took those cuttings, because otherwise I wouldn't have any goji berries. This is all that was left. It's trying to come back. A couple more tomatoes over here. These are cherries. More tomatoes, lemon balm, some potatoes. They're about ready to harvest. And then another big block of tomatoes. I think I planted them too close, in all honesty. That's probably not really helping their cause. But the tops look pretty good. Got a lot of flowers on them. So I'm not too worried. Every tomato plant is going to get blight. It's just the fact of the matter. Every tomato that you ever plant will eventually get blight, whether it's early blight or late blight. A bunch of cherry tomatoes on these ones. A couple more weeks. I'll have cherry tomatoes coming out of my ears. And then the cucumbers are really taking off. These ones aren't quite ready yet. I planted them a little bit later than these ones, but you just see how many flowers are on them. It's just ridiculous. I'm gonna have so many cucumbers. I'm not gonna know what to do with them all. But they look really healthy. They're doing really well. I'm trying to get them to grow up the trellis. To no avail. They're trying to. There's a cucumber there. They'll be ready in another couple of days. So that's about it for the garden over here. Take a look at the lettuce. Pretty much bolting. I got a few. These ones back here are still good, so I'm still harvesting from there. But eventually I'll probably pull these out and plant some more lettuce for a fall crop. Still doing pretty well. I wasn't sure how well they were going to do because you got all these trees right here, and sun usually comes up right over there, comes up here, and then you have afternoon shade until about the evening time. Right about there, sun comes down, so it probably only gets about 5-6 hours of direct sunlight, at least right over here. This side's a little bit worse, but this lettuce is just about ready. Another week or so, this stuff is doing pretty well. Be able to start harvesting this. So we'll have lots of salad for the next couple weeks. Actually, next couple months, I'm thinking. Spinach, still got to get in here and rip this all out. It's all bolted, it's done. The kale is still doing well. Looks like something's been eating it. Some type of bug. I'm not too worried. I don't need that much kale. I planted more than I need, really. Arugula, I need to rip that out. And then the sorrel, it's doing really well. There's a weed. I'm gonna get that later. Anyway, that's about it for now. Got a couple marigolds planted out here. Some nice borage starting to flower. Love that blue color. Well, that's it for today's episode. Goodbye.